Well, hello y'all, I'm back one more time. I'm going to make a very unusual casserole. We're going to make an oatmeal casserole. And it's good hot right out of the oven, but it's also good to cut it in pieces and bag it, and then you can warm it up for breakfast, dinner, or supper, or a snack any time of the week that you get ready for it. So I'm going to get y'all over to the butcher block, and we're going to get it all stirred up and in the June oven, and then we'll see what oatmeal casserole tastes like. You better get you some bacon frying to go with it. I mean, that's a necessity. I'll see y'all at the butcher block. Here we go. We need to whisk up 2 eggs, and then I'm going to add a cup of milk to it, but I'm going to whisk up my eggs to start with. These are gifts from my ladies again. They got good dark yellows. I like them like that. Yummy, these scrunchels. That's good. That's what my daddy would say if he liked something. He'd say, yum, these scrunchels. Girl, that's good. Or bugs. He called me bugs. My brother's wife one time was going to copy Daddy. And instead of saying yum, these scrunchels, Ellen said, Scoopy dumpling, that's good. We never forgot that. Okay, I'm just whipping them enough that I can add some milk to them. And, well, I'm going to go ahead and add my sugar in because I need this cup. Then I'm going to whip all of that. Now, you can use the regular whole milk, skim milk, almond milk, whatever you want. I like canned milk in my oatmeal. So I imagine I'll like it in the oatmeal casserole just as well, wouldn't you think? And you can take half granulated and half brown sugar if you wanted to in here. Okay, that's mixed pretty good. I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Oh, whiz that up a little bit. I got my oil. I gotta have a half a cup of vegetable oil. So let's see here. Half a cup of raisins too, but I'm going to get my oil in this cup. That's because you don't have any butter in there. You got to have some kind of oil. So let me stir that up. And then I'm going to add my oatmeal, and of course my raisins because I dumped them in there. 3 cups of oatmeal. Now the original recipe I had years ago said to use almonds, but I've always used either walnuts or pecans. Sometimes they're toasted, sometimes they're not. These are just chopped pecans, a half a cup, and I didn't take time to toast them today. Kind of has a granola look to it, and you could add, you know, you could add a mixture of your nuts. You could do some walnuts toasted, some pecans, and some almonds if you wanted to. But I usually, for me, I like pecans best. If my daughter was here, I'd put walnuts in it because she doesn't like pecans, and I just don't know how she's my daughter if she don't like pecans. They might have mixed her up at the hospital. I'm not sure. Okay, now what we're going to do is cut up 1 apple and put a half a cup of chopped apple in there, but I wanted to wait till the last minute because I didn't want it to turn brown on me. And I'm going to take off some of the peelings. If it has a little bit left on it, I don't mind, but I didn't want a bunch of peelings. And I know that's where the vitamins are. I understand all that. But I can do it my way in my kitchen, can't I? I'll just cut me a few little hunks of it off and chop it up, put it in there. This is almost like a cake. And I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to chop some and put it in. But it calls for half a cup. But I like apple in my oatmeal. I like bananas too. I looked out the window, y'all, and I saw something amazing, and it's called sunshine. I hadn't seen that in a while, and I sure do like it. Hope it hangs around a while. Our yard is knee deep. It needs mowing. Okay, I got some scraps there, but right now I need to get this stirred in. Get it in that pan over there and get it baking. Have me some breakfast ready for a few days, or sometime in the evening. Nothing sounds good, and this is good just to pull out a helping of it and warm it up a little bit. And if you have a strip of bacon left over from breakfast, well, that's just a double treat. Okay, let me get my pan. Okay, I've sprayed it with kitchen spray. I could have buttered it, but I didn't want it all over my hands. I had a reason. Get it all in here. I don't want to waste any of it. You know, oatmeal is so good for you, and it's filling. If you eat oatmeal for breakfast, it'll keep you till lunch. It fills you're just not as hungry. And I like that. I don't like to be hungry. I almost feel like I need to put cheese on the top. But I'm not. If anything, I'd sprinkle some bacon, crisp fried bacon on it. Okay, let's make sure we got it all in here. And I do. And I'll make y'all a copy of my recipe. And right now I'm going to get it over there in the June oven, and it's going to cook for 30 minutes on about 375. And I'll bring y'all back when it cools enough. I'll taste of it. Okay, it's out of the oven. It smells like an oatmeal cookie. I mean, what's better than a cookie for breakfast or brunch or whatever? I'm going to let it cool a little bit, and then I'll plate some of it up and show y'all. Okay, I'm ready to have a bite of this casserole. It's a little bit crumbly. It doesn't stick together, gum together. That's good. The oatmeal in it is not real soft and mushy. It's almost like a dampened granola. Y'all, it's delicious. Now, if I'd have let it cool completely, I could have cut it like in squares. But I just scooped some out with my big spoon and put it in the bowl. And like I said, you could drizzle a little maple syrup, add some more butter, whatever you want to add to it, more fresh fruit. But this is wonderful, and it's great because you can have it in the icebox, pull it out in the morning for a quick breakfast or a late evening snack, whatever. It's really a keeper. It's a good recipe, and it's good for you. Oatmeal's good for you. And the fresh fruit in it and the nuts, it's got lots of fiber. This is a good recipe. Y'all need to keep it and try it. I'm going to get out of this kitchen and sit down and get off my feet and rest a little while. And I will be back again in a day or two with another good recipe. Now, in the meantime, y'all know what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be stocking your pantry a little bit, and I haven't forgotten about that video, just with Troy and everything, and there's no change at this point. I hadn't had time to sit down and get all my stuff out and tell y'all what to do, but I'm going to do that real soon. But just, common sense things that you cook all the time, have more than one in your pantry. Turn your cell phone off and spend some time with your family. Close your eyes sometime during the day and talk to the good Lord. He's the one that's in control. We might think we're running the show, but we're not. Ultimately, He's the one in control. So give Him His thanks and worship that He wants, and then approach Him for the things you need. God bless and keep y'all, and I'll see you again real soon.